What is going on, everybody? It is Nick, also known as Born Gamer, and quick disclaimer for this video, listen closely. I have some very strong opinions on games that I do not like to play. They are fully my opinions. It doesn't mean that they're bad games, it just means that they just don't suit my liking. So with that said, I hope you guys take it with a grain of salt if I insult a game that you like. But just so I can get into my happy place real quick, I want to quickly get the comment of the video out of the way and then set up the next question of the video for, next time. So this week's winner, I guess you could call it, is Darkheart113, also known as Ashton Raptor. And the question I asked was, what are you most excited for in Assassin's Creed 3? And she says, I think the single player of AC3 is going to be amazing. Seeing some of the latest footage that has been making me quite excited for it. I can't read, what a shame. But yeah, I fully agree. I think that Assassin's Creed 3 single player is surefire. Like, I don't see that being a bad experience. Like I was saying before, the multiplayer is maybe the only side that might be disappointing. But, I have fingers crossed, and we got 30 days till that game comes out. So, I'm pretty damn excited right now. Maybe even less than 30 days. How awesome is that? Oh, so good. And the question of the day, or comment of the video, I don't really know what to title that. I'll have to think of a name. Maybe throw that in the comments just for the fun of it. What I should call this little section, because I made it so late in the last video. I want to ask, what is a game that you refuse to play, or with that in mind, what is a game genre that you won't play? Because that seems to be the focus of my video here. So, time to go to my dark place. Think about games that I don't want to play, because video games are supposed to be fun. At the core of it, nobody can force you to play a video game, because the whole point of it is to have fun with it. Just as in, just like the fat kid doesn't want to, play football, which is not always true, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not having fun with something that's supposed to be entertaining, supposed to be making you have a good time, why should you be playing it? And I've had that instance many a time while playing a video game, and it's not to the point where I was, oversaturating myself and I became, I started to hate a game. No, it was more the fact that I just never really clicked with me with some of these games. So the very first topic or a genre that I'm going to highlight has to be the sports game series. And I am looking right into your dark soul, EA. I have never, ever enjoyed sports games. I don't know what it is. The closest I have ever come to enjoying a sports game has to be Mario Superstar Baseball or something less, jumbled up like that. And that was for the GameCube. And that was like a sim baseball game that was complete and totally nothing like close to the actual game. So I don't like sports games. I've always viewed them as such minor changes in every single year, and that wouldn't be as much of a problem if I enjoyed the basic game to begin with. Madden's never been fun for me. I don't know why. I like football in real life. I just don't like Madden. It's not satisfying for me whatsoever. I know people that can play Madden all the time. My older brother, he gets all the sports. He's the one that buys the sports games. I've never, ever bought a sports game, and I just completely and totally refuse to play them just because I don't find them to be fun. So if you guys enjoy sports games, great for you. If there was one sports game I had to play, one that I would give a shot in 2012, it would most likely be the new FIFA game, because I have a lot of friends that play FIFA, and they're pretty good, and I'm not really a fan of the 1v1 stuff, but I think I could make an exception for FIFA, because it gets such great reviews, and just watching the game, it's kind of fun to watch, because it's so, such a good lookalike to the actual representation of soccer or football. I'm sorry, I'm from America, I call it soccer, but I will give credit to the Europeans that are watching me. I know I got a couple of you. There's a guy from Portugal that's also awesome. People all from around the world watch my videos. Just a quick note, that is awesome. I want you guys to comment and tell me where you're all from. Maybe I'll make that a comment on another video. Or you know what? Tell me where you're from right now. I will put you in my next video, regardless of your answering the question of the day. I will just, throw a quick little section up saying, hey, these people are awesome and they're not from America. How great is that? But moving on to my next genre of games that I don't play, and this might be not inclusive of me only. I don't like dungeon crawlers, more specifically like grind 'em out games, Japanese RPGs, like really hardcore, like Final Fantasy. I couldn't play that game. I could never get into something like that. The closest I've come to it in the past is I got Star Ocean: The Last Hope for Xbox, and I was watching all these reviews of the game. I thought it looked awesome. The combat looked really cool. I played it for about 2 hours and decided that I was in a gigantic dungeon and I just didn't want to do it anymore. And that is still the only game on Xbox that I own that I have not beaten. So, that was kind of disappointing, but it was kind of a good learning experience for me. I ended up picking it up for very cheap, so it wasn't like a big financial loss or waste of money. So, dungeon crawler, JRPGs. I mean, I like Eternal Sonata, but that's probably about is close to an Americanized RPG that a Japanese developer has made that I've seen. So take that with a grain of salt. So I just don't like games that aren't instantly gratifying and maybe require me to, add hours in the day. Another thing that I don't like to play, and I've given these games a shot in the past, like I have all the others, and I really, really, really do not like fighting games. The only ones I've been able to have fun with have been the Dragon Ball Z games, and that was back on the GameCube, which is actually my last generation console of choice. So those games are fun, but they're probably as far from the fighting games that I'm trying to say I don't like right now as possible. The best example I can give of this is I heard so much buzz about Street Fighter 4 when it came out that I actually decided to go rent the game. I figured I'd give it a shot. I wasn't really a fighting person. I said, you know what, this game's getting such great reviews. I have to give it a shot. I'm going to try with the best of the best. I'm not going to settle for anything less. And I couldn't even beat the tutorial. So, you know what? Maybe I don't actually hate fighting games as much as I think. Maybe I'm just not good at them. But why is it that I should be playing a video game if I'm not having any fun, So, fighting games, not something you're going to be seeing on my channel anytime soon, at least. Unless, of course, there's Dragon Ball Z for Kinect. You guys want to see some DBZ for Kinect? I'm not spending $50, $60 on Dragon Ball Z for Kinect. Unless some of you want to get me it for Christmas, then that would be interesting. Send me a personal message. Moving on. Running out of time here, so I'm going to go through this quick. I do not play realistic racing games. I don't play them. I don't play realistic racing games. I like sim racing games. Mario Kart, that's my shit. I love Mario Kart. I'll play Mario Kart till I die. Hopefully I don't die playing Mario Kart. But, I don't like Forza. I'm not really into the Gran Turismo thing. I'm sure there's a couple other ones out there, but that's just not for me. I was a Need for Speed before it got all kind of sort of realistic guy in the past. Split Second, that's an awesome game made by BlackRock Studios, which is unfortunately disbanded. They also made Pure, that was a game. It was like an ATV game. They made like super arcadey, awesome racing games, which I played the hell out of. So those kind of games, the ones that are essentially action games, but while you're driving a car, those are more than perfect with me. But that looks like it's going to be wrapping up the video for me. I know it's kind of early here, but nothing really happens towards the end of this gameplay. Once again, the question you guys should be answering down in the comments is where are you from, if that's something that's interesting to me, and what is a genre of games, or what is a specific game that you refuse to play. And if you want to give a little bit of background information on why you don't play that game, all the better to you. So I'm just going to finish out this gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I'm Nick, also known as Born Gamer, and I am having an awesome time making these videos. Thanks to all of you that are watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and subscribe. Alright, until next time, I'll see ya.